Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. This video is going to show you how to take the two power outlets on a C6, Z06, and it might work for C5s too, who knows, but I am just doing the one that I've got in my garage right now, and how to turn them from always on outlets when you shut the car and lock it up and so on, they're always on, to turn them into outlets that go off when you shut the car off. The reason I want to do that is because I want to leave my radar detector and my dash cam plugged in, and I don't want them on when I've got the car parked overnight, obviously, and draining the battery. So for some reason GM decided to have these outlets hot all the time. I don't want them hot all the time, and this is going to fix it. Now, I did not make this. This is a guy who answered one of my threads, and he said he did not want any extra business from my YouTube channel, so I'm not going to identify him. But I am going to say this: wow, these are nice directions. It's a nice piece that he put together. I will say that you could go to an auto parts store and put that together yourself, but who does that? I do it once in a while, but most people don't bother to do that, and it looks really nice. So congrats and thanks to the guy who shall remain unidentified. One thing I would add to these directions before we even get started really is Froggy would suggest you pull the red terminal off your battery. In a former life, I used to be an electrician, and I had a friend who got damaged pretty bad. He wasn't killed, but he was damaged pretty bad when he was touching something that he thought was dead, and it wasn't. So anyway, it's just a little extra safety precaution that you can do, and it also pays to make sure that terminal is tight. I don't think they loosen up by themselves, but every once in a while somebody will have all kinds of weird electrical gremlin problems, and it's just a loose battery terminal. So I would pull that off, and then when you're all done, put it back on and make sure it's nice and tight. Pull back the carpet, the floorboard footpad thing there. It does not appear that there was ever anything that snaps it back in place. It just you just shove it in there and you just pull it out. So there you go, pull it out. This gray latch, it sort of rotates up in that direction, so it doesn't come out this way towards your face. So you just get a little screwdriver under there and get it started, and then keep pushing on it with your fingers and rotate it up like that. Pull straight towards you with this connector to disconnect it. It's got like 50 little pin connectors in there, so when this comes off and on, be careful to go straight on and straight off. Don't bend any of those little pins. So underneath that and a little bit to the right is a black cover on this fuse box. So just use your fingers and pull those two tabs apart and take that cover off. Remove the red windshield wiper fuse here and the yellow power outlet fuse right there. I'm touching it. There's a fuse puller under the hood on the passenger side, black fuse box. It's up pretty high, easy to open it up, and unless you have very small, very strong fingers, you probably want to use that fuse puller. It's right in the front there. Remember to put it back where you got it. So the jumper goes second row down and the second from the right, which is where you pulled out the windshield wiper fuse. So you got to make sure that's where it goes. And this one is the double jumper. So I'm doing two power outlets. Sorry for that focus. My next camera is going to be much better. Now these two switched leads are going to go to the power outlet in the console and to the cigar lighter. It doesn't matter which one, I don't think, because they're both going to be hot when the car is on. And it doesn't say in the directions, but I think if you watch where I'm pointing, the lead goes to the top. Each one of these fuse positions has two blades, right? Two blades. So I think it goes to that top blade, judging from the picture. It doesn't really say that, but I think that's where it goes. I'll try it out, of course. So there you can see I put one of the leads in that top blade of that fuse position. Now I'm switching to the other set of instructions for the console power. So moving on, now you're going to remove the lighter fuse, which I'm touching with the tip of my screwdriver right there. So pull that one out. And you can guess where this is going. So here you can see I took the second red lead and put it to the top blade position where we pulled out that console fuse. Okay? Now I am going to, I think it's right, and it's not that big a deal to take it apart, so I'm actually going to take a chance and button this up and then go test and see if it works. Okay, so here's the test. Previously, when the car was shut off, this outlet was hot, and my radar detector, if I forgot to shut it off, would stay on. Now it is dead. It is off, which is what I want, off. Off when the car is off. Okay, that's number one. This is number two, where in the console power, where I have my dash cam plugged in. Previously, this was on all the time, so I shut the car off and dash cam would still be running, and now there is no power to it. So that's the first part of the test. Now let's see if these both come on when I turn the... So I just hit the start button one time, turning the accessory power on, and radar detector came on. I don't know why it's giving me an alert. Maybe somebody in the back of my car drove by. I don't know. It's funny, but it's got nothing to do with the... It's got nothing... Wow, why are you doing that? It just keeps alerting. I don't know. But like I said, that's got nothing to do with power on, power off. That's some signal that's happening with the radar detector. So don't worry about that. Let's see about the dash cam. And there you go. Dash cam is on. And now let's turn the radar detector back on. Let's turn off the HVAC. So let's go off. Alright. The radar detector went off. The dash cam probably went to battery mode. And the power is off here. So we're all good. We're done. That worked, and I say thanks again to the guy I bought the stuff from. He doesn't want to be identified, so we'll leave it that way. Give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy, and you guys be safe, have fun. See you later. Froggy out. Bye-bye.